So yeah, I thought I was done with this Sven Hoffensteiger stuff, but the thing is, yeah, I didn't know there's a lot of Fargo fans and everything, so I decided to keep going with this, but who knows, just let me know in the comments below if you still like Sven Hoffensteiger. Yeah, so, recently, there was this lady from Australia. She calls the cops and says, yeah, I'm hearing some kind of noise out there. Either some woman's getting raped or two people are banging each other. So the cops come around and she goes up to the police car and this guy, Mohammed Noor, reaches in front of his partner who's driving the car and shoots outside the driver's side window. And I'm like, Jesus Christ in hell, why the hell you do shit like that? I mean, I know you didn't hit your partner and all, but still, you got like the blast burns and the noise and all that stuff. Like the backfire from the gun's pretty bad too. Christ, even from like a little pea shooter or a little Derringer could blast from that could probably affect someone somehow. You know, who knows? And so, yeah, she winds up dead, this poor lady from Australia and everything. And, you know, I invited Sugar Tits to check out the dang mall, and I told her, no, you can't come here because we got cops shooting Australian women for some reason, and people are, I mean, what the hell is up with that? I mean, I don't want to say who or what they are, but I probably revealed his name already, and you probably could figure out who this guy is, and yeah, it's, as you can tell by the owner's playlist, yeah, I know I should separate the two more between Sven Hofsteiger and Charles Woodley. Yeah, Charles Woodley, he does all his internet addiction. I mean, it really affected him and so forth that he really can't talk about, he really can't do it like this or anything. But yeah, you know, the SJW argument's kind of over when you got people like Magog of Mercursor and people doing characters like this. Yeah, you know, it's feminism. Yeah, it's cancer. Oh yeah, and everything. And you know, it's just kind of like, I'll get along to the other story about fake lynching from BLM. So yeah, anyway, this poor lady, and you don't, and here's the thing, you don't see us honkies going around saying, protesting this shit. No. Cops shooting people of the opposite race. You don't see this shit from our side. You don't see white people doing this shit. No. So what the hell's up with that shit? I mean, yes, you're angry and everything, but yeah, life goes on. Do you have to focus on the past and shit like that? I mean, Christ, the Civil War was, what, over 150 years ago? And yeah, don't talk about this slavery and shit. I mean, slavery's been dead in this country for 150 years. So, yeah, and then you blame white people for taking you from Africa. No, that was not it. It was other black people and so forth that were taking black people from Africa and putting them on slave ships and so forth. Yeah, I even saw one commercial that was so historically inaccurate. I'm like, what the hell is this shit? And I got an argument with this lady saying this, and it's kind of like, lady, you gotta know your freaking history. That's kind of the way it was. One of our first wars was the Barbary pirates, who were like these Muslim pirates who would go around. They would even capture white people. I mean, what the hell's up with that too? Yeah, so as white, black people, they captured all kind of people. And Muslims, you know what they think of white girls? Hoes. Oh yeah, they think of white women as hoes. Little something to shoot their wad into. Yeah. So, yeah, that's how that goes. So, I guess I'll probably move on to this fake lynching out in St. Paul. And so, this guy, he was feeling depressed and everything, and decided to go to the park and off himself. And all of a sudden, Black Lives Matter says this was a lynching, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, we don't lynch people in the Twin Cities. Duluth, they lynch all the people they want because they're a bunch of jerkwater pricks. And so, yeah, that's where the lynching in Minnesota happened, was all the way up in Duluth. And that was just one guy. But Twin City, we never had any kind of lynching. We're the goddamn Union. Slaves came from the Confederate States up to Minnesota to get away from it. One of our first court battles was the Dred Scott ruling in his marriage and so forth. And yeah, I really don't have my research on that one. I'm just kind of bringing stuff I've got in my memory all along. So yeah, it's kind of a big case. But look up Dred Scott, and you'll see that all this BLM shit in the Union States is a bunch of bullshit. I mean, in Minnesota, I mean, why the hell are they even here? I mean, they're just, what the hell is up with that shit? I mean, why the hell Black Lives Matter in Minnesota? We're one of the most free states in the United States. We've had black people coming up here. Chris Rock saying there's no black people in Minnesota, only Kirby Puckett and Prince. Well, they're both there, but anyways, that's another subject. Anyways, so, yeah, there's black people up here. We're like one of the oldest free states of the Union. So, yeah, and anyways, this guy, white guy, oh yeah, he was feeling depressed, offed himself, and then, yeah, and it's kind of like lynching ain't a problem in Union states. What the hell are you talking about? And, of course, you know, I'm like the only logical thinking person in this state who's like, in one of the few, I should say. I shouldn't say I'm the only one. I mean, that pretentious bullshit's for the second-range suburbs. But, yeah, they just kind of not put two and two together. I mean, what kind of, yeah, I think people are kind of wising up in Minnesota. I'd say probably we got 40% of, I'm estimating, and I'm probably pulling a number out of my hat, but maybe minimum 20 up to 40% people are just in the state are like, hold the fuck up. What the hell is this shit going on? I mean, I'm figuring this shit out on my own, and it's just kind of like A to B, B to C, and that kind of shit. But, oh no, it's A to Z to Q to L to G to B to plush. And, yeah, that's kind of that. And, yeah, now, that has so many acronyms that they just decided to go LGBTQ plus. And now they're going to, tell you what, they're going to be pissed off about that, and all these socialist justice warriors are going to be pissed off about that because they're not included in the acronym. So I'll have to say F you. And so what also is affecting that Charles Woodley told me about that he kind of hates about the transgenders, and of course I agree with him about this, is that he has high blood pressure and Asperger's, and he's taking daily medication, and he tried out for a couple times to go into the why should he go to the Army? It was the Navy and the Air Force, yeah. Basically, those were the two armed forces he was looking at. His dad was a Navy man, and Air Force kind of, from what he heard, a little more relaxed than the rest of them. So, yeah, they said, well, you're on daily medication, and you can't join us. And, of course, he was a little upset and was, like, pretty cool with it. And he was like, okay, whatever, and probably would have helped him out in his career and everything, but it is what it is. And, yeah, he has a lot tougher time than a lot of people and everything. And then when he found out that Trump was thinking of a military ban on transgender people, it was kind of like, wait a minute. I know he knows a transgender person. I know this transgender YouTuber named Blair White, and it was kind of, and no, so he kind of knows what's up with transgender people a little bit. So, well, we kind of do, but anyways, he was pissed. It was like, what the hell is this bullshit? At least I never got threatened by at least he never got threatened by a roommate for having a BP of 190 over, oh God, forget that bottom number. Let's just say 190 or something like that, or yeah. So, anyways, no one threatened to kill him over that stuff. Okay, maybe his mom, but anyways, yeah. So yeah, and it's just kind of like, what the hell's up with this shit? I mean, Dickless can get into the Army, but he can't. People with flat feet can't get into the Army. I mean, there's a whole host of people who can't get into the Army, yet I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, now, you know what? These liberals, they're the bullies now. Yeah, they've become the bully. And they, well, I guess they've always been a bully puppet since the 60s. I mean, in order to get their way, they just scream and shout like a bunch of giant babies. Yeah. So, yeah, I can think of a few relatives like that, especially Aunt Goofy. Yeah. Aunt Goofy, she's the worst of them. Yeah, she just, I mean, yeah, I could make a stupid joke about that, but yeah, she's in her 70s and set in her ways and everything. And yeah, she just can be so damn conceited sometimes, but she thinks she's doing everything for greater good of humanity and everything, and no, she's not. I probably do a lot more, and I probably put maybe like $1 in the collection plate, and maybe up to $5 every Sunday, and yeah, that's probably pretty much I could probably all give and everything. Yeah, I got plays for like, yeah, I just, me and my nerd instincts paying for like throws like this. Well, this is more of a Snuggie, but, and Harley Quinn stuff, and yeah, all that stuff Charles Woodley has to pay for, so yeah, anyways, yeah, I'm just I think trying to separate us is a pretty good idea. I mean, yeah, you don't want, I mean, it could probably lead into crazy stuff, but yeah, you know, you just don't want to kind of not, I mean, heck, I don't want to talk like this all the time and so forth, but yeah, it's kind of upsetting, but yeah, well, here I go off again on different stuff, but anyways, let's get back to the hanging. So Black Lives Matter attaches themselves to this and say that this was a lynching. I mean, I think probably pretty much discussed this, but yeah. And yeah, the organizations like Black Lives Matter, they just want to cherry pick their causes. I mean, they don't give a fuck about the people in the ghetto and so forth. Oh, did I swear? Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez, did I? Oh, my goodness, I just swore. Oh, jeez. I probably swore a lot, but yeah. I mean, a lot of YouTubers, they do swear. I mean, heck, even cunt's a common word among YouTubers. And yeah, I can really tell people who don't watch YouTube. I mean, they get so offended by the C word so much. So yeah, yeah, my Aunt Goofy, I think she's offended by that, or she just doesn't like the fact that I talk about third wave feminists, or third wave. Get it? Third wave. So yeah, just, you know, me being a local shitlord and all that of Minnesota, and, you know, trying to point out the liberal hypocrisy of this state. I mean, you know, California, they need a local shitlord. I mean, there's a whole lot more stuff going on over there. I mean, how often do you see me, good old Sven Hoffensteiger? So, yeah, I try to keep up as best as I can with that kind of stuff. And what other? Oh, I guess I could probably go to all 5 states. I mean, the Dakotas, there's nothing really much going on in north, south. or just there's Mount Rushmore and Wall Drug. Oh yeah, if you gotta check out Wall Drug if you're going that way. Ooh boy, that's a fun place. It was like this animatronic gunslinger, and I got 2 out of 3 shots off of him on easy. I never played the thing, so start out easy. I love these morons who'll get a new game and then go to hard and right away, and then they get their ass handed to them. So, thinking they're the experts and everything, and I think I might have seen something move in the background, but who knows? Anyways, that's it for now. Ja!